We have butter, we have salt, we have eggs, brown sugar, and white sugar. You want
we mix the brown and white sugar together.
Yes. So you want to make sure that all your ingredients are at room temperature. It's very important. So even your eggs, take them out of the fridge and keep them at room temperature before you start working. Your butter, you want butter that is soft. So not melted, but soft. So very malleable. As long as you can bend the butter, it's ready to go. So I'm going to start now. And because we're having some kids here, so we're going to do something fun. So it's not just going to be chocolate chip cookies. So we have chocolate chip cookies, we have Kit Kats, we have M&Ms. So it's going to be a fun class. This is our white sugar. So I'm just going to put the white sugar with the brown sugar. We have baking soda. I'm going to add the baking soda to the flour.
So we're getting the secrets already. She said everything needs to be at room temperature and your butter needs to be solid, not melted, so that when we're making it at home, it looks exactly as it looked here at GTCO Food and Drink Festival.
Okay. So we're going to start off with the butter in the mixer. So we can see that it's very soft.
It's too far for you.
So it's not melted.
It's not melted.
Huh? It's too far for you. You can take it from here.
Is there a special kind of butter that you use for this, or is it just regular baking butter?
You want high-fat butter.
High-fat butter?
Yes. It gives you the best consistency.
Oh, got it.
However, if you don't have high-fat butter, you can use other butters.
Alright.
So I'm just going to start off with the butter and just soften it up a bit more.
Okay, so that's what we're doing. Today we're not counting calories. Today we're enjoying cookies. I love it. Alright.
So it's just softened, and then I'm going to add the sugar to the mix. Scrape down the sides of your bowl.
So you don't lose any butter.
Absolutely.
I love that.
Butter is expensive.
So now we're mixing the butter and the brown.
So I'm mixing the butter, the sugar, the white sugar, the brown sugar. So while that is going, I'm just going to explain. So white sugar and brown sugar have different effects on your cookies. You can mix and change the ratio. White sugar allows for a crispy cookie, and brown sugar allows for a soft cookie on the inside. So you want that crispy shell on the outside and soft texture on the inside. So if for whatever reason you like a more crispy cookie, you increase the white sugar, and if you want a softer dough, you increase the brown sugar.
Okay. I love the secrets that we're learning at this masterclass. So if you like gooey cookies or crunchy cookies, you now know what to do to make the cookies exactly the way you want it to look.
Where's it coming from?
So right now we're creaming the butter and the sugar, we're incorporating air, we're going to get it to be light and fluffy, and that's also going to affect the texture of the cookie.
Alright, I love it. Is our dough still mixing over there for our cinnamon? We're good. Oh, amazing.
So here are eggs. I'm going to add vanilla. Vanilla is for flavor. You can add whatever you want. If you want to have coconut flavor, you can add that. Almond, whatever you want. I like vanilla.
Do we have vanilla lovers here? Wave at me if you love vanilla. Yeah, I love it.
So I'm just breaking up the eggs, mixing the eggs and the vanilla together.
What if you mix both? I know I'm sounding like an Oliver Twist, but is it possible to mix the coconut, if you put coconut and vanilla together?
Absolutely.
Oh, okay. So
Yeah.
you can have a mix as well.
So while that is going, let me show you.
Ooh.
Can we all see?
Can we see what that looks like?
So our butter and our sugar has been perfectly creamed.
Okay. Now are we gonna
We're going to add our eggs next.
I hope we're taking notes because I expect that we would be able to make our chocolate chip cookies at home after today.
So you just want to slowly strain the egg into the mix. Allow it to incorporate.
I can already see it becoming more fluffy and delicious.
So if we can see, our texture is a lot softer than it was before. This is a good time to add the flour to your mix. Can everyone get a look at that? So you can add your flour by hand, or you can add your flour in the mixer. I like to add my flour by hand, and I'll explain why. I feel like the mixer can overmix your flour, and you don't want to overwork your dough. Overworking your dough allows for, you know what, when you have like a hard cookie, when you make your cookie and it comes out and it's hard, you overmixed your dough.
Oh, I see.
So you don't want a hard cookie, you want a soft cookie. And a machine is definitely stronger than the hand, so you will not overmix it by hand.
Alright. So all the secrets were spilling, so that your cookies turn out really good. So we're going to mix it by hand.
So remember, I put the baking soda in the flour. I'm going to add the salt. Salt is just for taste. And I'm going to mix the salt and the baking soda and everything together. You don't want to just dump it into your mix. Does anyone know why?
Does anybody know why? No. Do you want to know why?
So if you just dump it into your mix, you're going to have some parts tasting like salt and some parts tasting like baking soda. So you want to mix your flour with your salt and your baking soda.
They all combine very well.
Exactly.
Okay.
And so what I'm doing is folding. I'm not mixing vigorously. I'm just turning it over on itself. That's all I'm doing. And remember I said, in the mixer, it will mix really quickly and you will overmix your dough.
You have to be gentle.
So you have to be gentle, be kind,
Be gentle and kind.
and it gives you the best results.
So now we're folding and folding.
So now we're going to fold until it's incorporated. However, because we're making 3 different flavors, while the dough is like this. So if you see, it still has some flour in it. I'm going to divide it into 3 different sections, incorporate my fillings into it and continue mixing. Remember I said I don't want to overwork my dough, so I'm not going to incorporate it completely. I'm going to leave it like this, divide it into 3 portions, and then mix again and incorporate everything.
All right.
Yeah.
Amazing. Please can we give a round of applause? All right. So now we're heading over to our cinnamon street. We're going over to